Welcome everyone to another exciting preview on the Dice Tower. Today we're diving into the world of art and adventure with the A.R.T Project, a cooperative board game designed by Florian Sirier and Benoit Turpin, beautifully illustrated by Vincent Dutré and published by the A.R.T. In this thrilling game, you and your team of specialists will become the A.R.T Rescue Team, fighting against the sinister White Hand Corporation responsible for the theft of priceless artworks around the world. Your mission is to recover these stolen masterpieces and return them to their rightful owners. Let's get started with the setup for the Japan mission map, which is at moderate difficulty level. For other maps, follow the standard rules and specific map rules. Place the Japan mission map at the center of the table. Each player takes a player pawn, a player card, and a player die of the same color, along with 3 health tokens. Form the player's shared supply by placing the van board next to the mission map and adding 3 fuel tokens, 3 walkie-talkie tokens, and 3 gun tokens on their designated spots. Each player places their player pawn on the starting city of the mission map. Place 2 agent pawns on each of the cities on the mission map, including the starting city. Leave all other components and remaining health and resource tokens on the table within reach, forming the stock. Shuffle the mission cards into a single deck and place it face down next to the mission map. Remove the last 12 cards and place the end tile on top of them before putting them back under the deck. The A.R.T Project offers 4 difficulty levels to choose from. We recommend starting with the moderate difficulty level. Depending on your chosen difficulty level, modify the following at the setup. In easy mode, start with 4 health tokens each. In moderate, start with 3 health tokens each. In hard mode, start with 2 health tokens each. And there's the they did not know it was impossible, so they did it mode, where you start with 1 health token each. The A.R.T Project features 6 different maps, and each map introduces new rules that can change the complexity of the game. These maps are not necessarily more difficult, but the rule changes add variety and challenge. We recommend starting with the Japanese map and then exploring the others based on your preference. Before we delve into the game rounds, let's take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the types of artwork in the A.R.T Project. There are 6 categories: film, books, artifacts, sculptures, visual arts, and music. Your mission is to recover stolen art pieces from these categories. Now let's go through the 4 main phases of each game round, which is the mission, the movement, the fight, and the end of round. Let's begin with the mission phase, which consists of 2 steps: plan the mission and play a mission card. First, each player draws 2 mission cards from the deck, one after the other. These cards contain vital information and choices for the mission ahead. After drawing, players discuss and strategize collectively, as there is no fixed turn order. You'll need to decide which order the players will play their mission cards. You can share information about your cards but can't show them to others. Once you've made your decisions, each player will play one of their mission cards. To play a mission card, you need to spend the resources indicated in the first frame. Then you place the agent or agents on the indicated cities of the second frame. Then you collect the resources or health tokens indicated in the third frame. Then collect clues indicated in the fourth frame. These clues are also shown on the back of the cards, and the mission card becomes a clue card when flipped. Place clue cards on top of each other to form a clue track. When 3 identical clues are visible, they are immediately discarded, and an art piece token is placed on the corresponding city. You can discover several art pieces in a single round. The rule is that each card can only be used towards the discovery of 1 art piece. For example, if there are 2 books and 2 paintings already out, and you play a card that has both the book and the painting icons on it, you must choose one of those sets to resolve. You only discard the cards you use to place art, so all the books or all the paintings. Next comes the movement phase. After all mission cards have been played, players must decide through discussion whether and where they want their player pawns to move. There's no fixed turn order, so you'll need to coordinate your moves. You can move your player pawn from one city to another along the roads. Each movement requires spending one fuel token unless a map-specific rule states otherwise. You cannot stop in or pass through a lost city. Remember, you can spend one of your health tokens if you want to move, and there are no fuel tokens available on the van board. However, you cannot use a health token if fuel is available. After everyone has moved their player pawns or decided to stay put, any art pieces in a city with a player pawn and no agent pawn are collected and placed on the art piece track, raising the threat level of the agents. In the fight phase, you have the option to engage in combat with the agents located in the cities you are in. There is no fixed turn order during this phase, so you'll need to strategize and choose your battles wisely. Keep in mind that only one fight can occur in each city, even if multiple players are present. In each city where you decide to fight, choose a leader among the players involved. The leader rolls their own die and any unlocked ally dice. Each other player involved rolls their own die. Add all the dice results to determine your team's fighting strength. To calculate the agent's strength, add up the following: the number of agent pawns in the city, the threat level of the agents indicated on the art piece track, the number of agent pawns on the white hand spot. You can also unlock ally dice token during the round by spending walkie-talkie tokens. The cost to unlock an ally die is shown on the art piece track. If your team's fighting strength is equal to or greater than the agent's strength, you win the fight, and the agent pawns are discarded. If your team's fighting strength is lower than the agent's strength, you have several options. Discard clue cards from the clue card track to reroll dice. Spend gun tokens to increase your strength by 2 for each token spent. Admit defeat and lose a health token, returning it to the stock. You can make multiple decisions during a fight, such as spending guns, discarding clue cards, and admitting defeat, depending on the situation. Finally, we have the end of the round phase. If a city has 5 or more agents at the end of a round, they take definite control of that city. Discard all agent pawns from that city and place a lost city marker on it. Be careful, because if you run out of lost city markers, you'll immediately lose the game. Lost cities are trouble in subsequent rounds. If a mission card forces you to place agents in a lost city, they go to the white hand spot, increasing the global strength of the agents. If you end up in a lost city at the end of the round and can't move out during the next movement phase, you lose the game. The art project can end in 4 different ways. If one player loses their last health token, you immediately lose the game. When the end tile is revealed and if all the required art pieces have not been collected by the end of that round, you also lose. If you cannot place an agent or a lost city marker because none are left in stock, you also immediately lose. But as soon as you place an art piece on all of the spaces of the art piece track, you win the game and you can return the stolen pieces to their rightful owners. Each mission map in the art project introduces its own unique rules, which can modify the standard rules. Please refer to the specific rules for each map while keeping the standard rules in mind. And for those of you interested in playing solo, there are also special rules that apply for that mode of the game. And that's the essence of the art project. With teamwork and strategic planning, you can recover the stolen art and thwart the white hand. So assemble your team of specialists, embark on this artistic adventure, and may the art be with you. Good luck and enjoy your mission. Again, this is Ella. See you next time.